Hey, how's it going everybody? It's me, Scott. Welcome to One Last Hand and welcome to Ofrenda. This is a game about the Day of the Dead. This is about celebrating our loved ones, our relatives, and placing them onto our altar and hopefully making them happy by making sure we meet some of their objectives down here on their cards. So that's basically the game. We want to keep our relatives happy and have their spirits come and visit us. Let's talk a little bit about how this game works. It's split into 3 phases over 12 turns, but then there are 2 optional phases. Let's talk about each phase. We're going to start by looking at the family board. So these 4 cards are all on the unlit sides. This card here is on the lit side. We are going to be attempting to place these cards onto our board and then flipping them over to light them up. Each card has a favourite offering. So you can see along the top they have these favourite offerings. So we've got some water, we've got sugar skulls, we've got paper decorations. Down here we have the same things, but there's a couple of others. We'll go through all of them as and when they come up. There's some salt up here on this board as well. I think that might be all of them. Oh, there's some fruit as well. So as we go through here, we know what these family members liked, but they also have these objectives. So down here you can see that this lady doesn't want to be next to anyone who has salt as their favorite offering, and doesn't want to be next to anyone with paper decorations, whereas this one here wants to be next to someone with salt and wants to be next to purple family members. You can see the color of the family members by the shape and the color of the border and the kind of the border of this picture, but this little skull here in the middle is surrounded by an orange border. Certain things require obviously you've got the objectives down here. So this one, the only thing you need to do is put them next to 2 people with the paper decorations. However, this one, everyone they are next to has to have salt or be purple. Anyone else near that, we fail this objective. Same for this one here, and this one, no one can have it. So pretty straightforward. We also have candles. We're going to be picking up these candles as we go, and we're going to be trying to place them down on our Ofrenda, our altar, and if we achieve these we can turn these over. So in this one we must have 4 plus sugar skulls. Over here, 1 of every colour of our family must be on the board. Over here, 4 plus marigolds. I'm not sure if that's in the that is, you are among the mage players to have marigolds on your Ofrenda. So you have to have 4 plus on your Ofrenda. There's also one which is having some in your marigold storage, which I'll show you in a second. So let's talk about the phases of the game. We are going to draw one of these cards. If we take this card furthest on the left, it's going to be free to pick up. We can just take that, add it to our hand. We could also, as an optional, decide to take a candle. So here we could take this one. However, let's put this lady back. Let's assume that we actually prefer this dude and we want to take this fella. If that's the case, we are going to have to spend 2 marigolds from our reserve to pick this guy up, because he is the 3rd one in the list. Everyone we skip past, we have to put a marigold on them. If we did that, let's say we took this person, and then we could take the candle from the space that we've just taken for free. So we could take this one. However, what we could also do is decide actually if we want this candle, in which case we'd pick this up. We would have to also put down a marigold on the card for the candle we took. So we're going to be using marigolds as currency. However, it will also score us points at the end of the game. So let's just jump over to our Ofrenda and go from there. So over here we have our Ofrenda board, so you can see it here, and our hand. So at the moment we've got someone who wants to be next to or likes water and wants to be next to 2 skulls, someone who likes paper decorations and wants to be next to 2 salt, and someone here who likes water and wants to be next to 2 blue. So these 2 work pretty well together. So our first action is to draw. Our second action is to replenish. So let's assume we took this one and this one. we would replenish, which is move all of these cards down to the left and take the top card and place it on the right. Equally, we will move all of these candles down from the left, and we will take one out of the bag and place that on the right here as well. So they're 2 actions. That's all we're going to be doing in action phase 1 and 2, with the optional of picking up a candle. If we pick up a candle, we have to put it in our little candle slot here. We can only ever have 3 candles in this. But let's assume we move on to the final step of our action, which is to place. We can place this card, or we could discard it. If we discard it, we take it away, and we get 3 marigolds that we can put in our storage. This can be infinite up here. If we place it, we choose a location to place this relative. If we place it in this slot here, we have to discard a marigold to do so. If we place them in this slot here with this symbol, we get a marigold for doing so. If we place them in one with a gold border, if we manage to score this person, we're going to get double points for everything it scores. And that's the last of the mandatory actions. The last action is then to place a marigold or a candle. I'm just going to use 3 cards to show you. Let's assume I had put these here. The first thing we do, let's say this is the last card I'm putting in. So I put this one here. The first thing we do is, now this card is surrounded by other relatives, we look to see if we can score. This one wanted to be surrounded by 2 plus blues. There's 1 blue here and there's 1 blue here, so we have achieved it. We can flip this card over. Now at the end of game scoring, this card is going to score for us. And it will score based on what it's next to. But equally, as we put this card down, this card here, what we could have done is we could have also said, I'm also going to place a candle from our slot into this section. Then at the end of game, when we look round, we'll see if we've achieved this. If we have, we'll flip this over. That's going to give us an extra bonus for scoring this little section down here, because this is adjacent. I cannot put this anywhere else. I can only put this candle in the place where we've got these 3 cards, because this is adjacent to this, this and this. The other thing we could do, let's say this one was here and we actually placed this one over into this slot. The other thing we could do is we could put a marigold. No, that's a bad example. Let's say we were putting this one in this slot. We could put this marigold into this section on our board, and that will also give us some benefits at the end of the game, as in scoring extra points. That's us. That's all we're going to be doing. We're going to be trying to get these relatives into places that are suitable for them, to please them, essentially. When we do, we turn them over. We only ever score for cards that are flipped over. However, cards that are flipped over will gain points from cards that are not flipped over at the end of the game. The bot is going to be rolling this dice, and as we roll it, we are going to take an action. So let's use this as our roll. We'll start from here. When we roll a 1, what they are going to do is they are going to take this card and discard it. They are also going to not take the candle. If they rolled a 2, they'd do exactly the same thing. If they rolled a 3 or a 4, they'd do this card here. If they rolled a 5, they would do this card here, but in addition, we'd roll the dice again. So let's say we remove this one, they'd roll the dice again, and based on the numbers we were just saying, they would also take a candle. If they took this card, they will be putting marigolds down on these 2, and they will also be putting a marigold for taking this this candle. We'll do that as we go. I'm going to re-roll the dice. Now I think I've gone through all of the rules. Just going to grab the marigolds over here because we might need them, and let's roll, shall we? Here we go. So Jarvis is up first. We have a 5. I don't know how we're going to score this. So at the end of scoring, there is just a table here which tells you how well you've done. 69 and less is terrible, which is weird, and 110 or higher is great. Let's say if we get better than 80 to 89, we'll do this. I doubt we're going to do it. I got like 30 on my practice. Right, so we are doing a 5, so that means it's this slot here. The bot goes first. We discard this card. So you go over here and we roll again and we got a 1. We discard this candle. What that means is Jarvis would put 1 marigold on this one, 1 marigold on this one, and 1 marigold on this one for taking this candle. We will then replenish, so all of these come down and we place a new one here. We would also move this down and turn this one over and put this here. And that is the end of Jarvis's go. Pretty straightforward, right? It's now our turn. We need to figure out what we're aiming for. So this is a good little combo. Having you next to these two is really nice because we're going to be able to score these two. Now, you want to be next to 2 people with salt. There's 1, but we'd have to take it and spend all of our marigolds. That doesn't feel great. You want to be next to people with skulls. There's 1 here, but we haven't got it just yet. I could pick it up and put another marigold on this one and hope that they don't roll a 1 or a 2 next time. But you don't want to be next to people with paper decorations or salt. We can still do this. So I think we're going to take... I'm going to take you. So we get our 2 marigolds. We'll tuck them up here. Okay, we'll place you into our hand and then we'll make a decision about who we're placing there. I think I'm going to place you here and I'm going to spend 1 marigold to do so because that's the cost of placing you down here. That is our turn. We didn't take any... Oh, we could take a candle. I'm going to take this one. Why not? We'll place it up here. Who knows if we're going to be able to do it, but we'll move you along. We'll move you along. We'll move you along. And we'll place you over here. And then we'll move you, you, and you. And we'll take our next candle, which is be next to to have 2 blues or 2 greens. The candles that we place, they do not have to be adjacent to the objectives they're trying to achieve. They just need to be on the board and you have to achieve the objective as well. Okay, that is that. We're back to the bots go. We're going to roll. We got a 3, so 3 is this space here. So first things first, we put a marigold on you. We take you and discard you. We don't take a candle. I keep calling them calendars, so I apologise. And we take another card. We don't need a candle. We place you here. Okay. So one thing to bear in mind is if we decide to discard to give ourselves more marigolds, we actually lose 1 space. We won't be able to fill our Ofrenda in. So just bear that in mind if we do that. Okay. So we've got our 2 blues. We can place them around you. We're okay with that. You don't want to be next to salt or to paper. So I could potentially place you in here. Right? And that means you're not next to salt here. As long as we don't put you here or here, we'll be fine. So we might do that. We need to pick something up. So both of these, we do need an orange one. So I'm going to take this again. We'll get the things here. We're going to take you. Do I want to take another thing? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll take this because we're getting a load of marigolds. I'm going to take you as well. So we move you along, you along, you along, and we grab another one and we tuck you here. 4 purples. There's a load of purples coming out as it turns out. And then we flip you over and place you here. Now I have to place someone. I think I'm going to do what I was saying. I'm going to place you here in the gold space. So if we score you, you will be worth double. And that is the end of my go. Can't do anything else. Okay. We roll for Jarvis. Jarvis got a 6, which means you're taking this card. And we roll again. And you got a 5, means you're taking this, which means we get some marigolds. 1, 2, and 3, and 1 here. And then we replace the candle with this one. And we replace the person with this one. Perfect, it's back to us. So we do need 2 skulls to be able to please you. We've got 1, we could take this one. What do we need to please you? We need 2 salt. I don't have any salt at the moment. You don't want to be next to any salt, but we could take a skull. So if we were to take this one, let's just have a think about this. If I was to take you, we can start branching out towards getting people with salt down here and try and see if we can grab those. Do I want to take another candle? I don't think I do right now. I need to spend 2 marigolds, so 1 here and 1 here, and then I move you along and I place you here. Okay, so now I need to place someone on the board. I think I've made a faux pas, I think, because you don't want to be next to any of these. I can put you here for sure, but you have to be next to both salt and purples. So how about we put you here, because that puts you next to a blue, and you are not one of these, so we're okay with that. Think I'm okay with this for now. However, for you to score, I need 2 skulls here and here, which is maybe a little bit tough. There wasn't anything there to place that down. That's fine. That's us done. We roll the dice again. It's a 1. So this one goes away. And you go away. We don't do anything with any candles, but you come this way, you come this way, and you come here, and we turn you over. Okay, now this blue one could be pretty good for us. You are a skull, so I could place you in the corner here. But then you want to be next to 2 purples, which you won't be. We're not going to please everyone, so we can place these marigolds back in this bag. Yeah, we're not going to please everyone, so I think it's our go, right? We need to draft. You are a purple water, so if I did use you, I could put you somewhere else, but then you want salt. How about we get you out? And I'm going to put you up here. Oh, hold on, I need to pick someone up first. You need salt. We've got no one with salt on here, which is really disappointing. Oh, hold on. I could have placed a marigold, and I would have placed a marigold down here. So we'll just tuck that in there. When we finish off this free shape, we can place that in there. Apologise for the light. It's very bright in here today, and I don't know why. Okay. So we need to take someone. We've got someone with another skull, but we've got 2 skulls here, and you want to be next to 2 skulls. So, but I could take you. That means we won't get you next to any purples, but I think I'm okay with that because I'm trying to get these salt people together. So I'm going to grab you. Then I play 1 here. Do I want any of these? I don't think so. I am going to place you down here. I was saying when I was learning this, I'd really like a little X icon because I know I'm not going to be able to achieve this now because you're not next to any purples. So it'd be really nice that I could highlight this so I never have to look at it again to think, how can I make this work? Okay, so we've got you in. Do I want to put a candle down? Yes, I do. I'm going to put this one. Okay. So that's you spent. We move these along and we flip you over. Still no salt, which is a bit disappointing. Okay, Jarvis, you got 4, which means it's this one going. I mean, it's getting more likely that we're going to have to take this one, right? We turn these over. Still no salt. And a marigold goes on you. I think we're going to have to take you for the marigolds, if not anything else, right? I don't you don't really fit in anything, but I'm going to take you anyway. I mean, you do fit in something, so I'm going to take you anyway. That's 4 marigolds we get. We replenish, so we move all of these along. The next one is a salt, you'll be pleased to know. That's great. Okay, now we have to place someone. You want to be next to purples and or salts. So what if we placed you here? And that means we'd have to get rid of a marigold. Are we happy with that? So you're not next to a purple yet, but you're going to be, if I put you here, you want to be next to some salts as well. That will ruin that chance. So maybe not. What if we put you here? Because that means you're next to 2 blues, and if I put you down here, this person will be next to 2 skulls, and we're still on with the chance of doing 2 salts. I love that. Jarvis, off you go. Cocked. Number 1. Okay, so you're going. These all move along. And this one goes here. Okay. Now. Now I could pick you up, right? You don't want to be next to any skulls or fruit. If I put you here, we achieve that straight away. I'm going to grab you because then we don't have to pay. I've got 2 oranges, so I don't think taking that is wise. I've got 3 blues. Maybe I want to take this, but I don't want to take it right now. Let's move these along and place you here. Okay, now we have to place someone out. So what if we placed you down here? When placing you, we're going to place a marigold here. If I could figure out what way round it goes. And we may as well place our candle here. That means you are next to 2 skulls, so we can flip you over. Perfect. Okay, you want to be next to 2 salts. We're going to fail this. But I think I'm okay with it. Am I okay with it? Hold on. Hold on a second. I don't have any more skull. I do have one more skull. That's you. I can place you here. Right? So we can still flip you over. And that means next time I can maybe put you here. And then we can get 2 salts in, possibly, if we can ever get salt. I mean, it feels unlikely at this moment in time. So we've got 2 people flipped over. Hold on, I meant to have 2 people. When I put one here, I'll flip you over. And you'll flip over as well, right? Okay, that's the end of our turn. Jarvis is up. It's cocked again. It's a 5. So that goes. We have to roll the dice. This goes. These all move along. We have to put marigolds on these 2 and this one. Good Lord, can't pick it up. Right. And then we take you and we flip you over. Still no salt. And we grab another candle, which is 4 fruit. Don't think we're doing that one. Okay. I'd really like some salt. Okay, I'm going to spend you, I think, but let's pick something up first. So I need a salt here, and I need a salt here, here, or here. Struggling a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what to pick up because none of these really help me. I guess I could always discard. Hopefully there'll be some salt coming along soon. Okay, I think I'm going to take you. Not sure you're that helpful. We get 2 marigolds for it. But I think I'm going to grab this candle, which means I have to put one on here. I then move you down, you and you down, and you go here, and still no salt. I think the next one may well be. Okay, what's the candle? Candle is have marigolds on your board. Now I need to place someone. How about if I was to place you here? Currently you are near this person who is a paper decorations. So at the moment you're on, but I doubt you're going to be on for long. But we do get a marigold for placing you out on that space. And again, I'm not sure we're going to be able to please everyone anyway. Right, Jarvis, a 3. So that's this one going. Tuck this down here. You go here, and we slide these along. And we've got salt after this. It's a green one. You're not, hold on, you're not going to be able to score anyway because you're not purple and you're not purple or salt. I thought it was either, but they have to, everyone adjacent has to be. So trying to score this is a bit pointless right now. Okay, none of these help me. None of these actually help me. She wants to be next to green people or people with things on. This isn't great. I should have been thinking about this purple space really. Okay. You want to be next to 2 fruits. So this is probably not wise, but let's pick you up. I have to play one of these for doing so. Do I want that? How many purples have I got? Not enough. I am going to play you, I think. No, I'm going to play you, I think. No, that doesn't help me either. Oh, no, it does. I'm going to play you in that slot there. When I do, I can play a marigold. And I can put one in here because I've finished that off. And I can put the candle in there because I've done that. Okay. So if I can get another fruit person up here, we'll be good. I do have a fruit person over here, so all fine. We move you along, we move you along. There's the salt. Could be too little too late. It's not enough salt. Because you are only next to 1. Okay. Jarvis is rolling the die. He got a 4, which is this one. So you're going to put this on here. And you take this card. And that's it. This slides along, this moves along. Oh, you're the wrong way around. Hold on. There you go. And you can go there. Okay. I think we get, so we're going to turn this over. It's depending on what the next card is, right? I'm going to take you. That means I have to spend 1 marigold here and 1 marigold here. 4 plus fruit, we're not going to have that. I don't think, I'm going to take you, I guess, and just hope we can pick this up and they don't throw it away. Okay, so that's me done. We move you down and we put you here. There's another salt, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. And let's grab one of these. Okay, 2 pink and 2 purples. We can do that one, but it's going to be too far away for us. Now, if I take you and put you here, that finishes a few off, right? Because you wanted to be not next to any salt or things, and you're not, so we can flip you over. I can also place my calendar. You want to be next to 2 skulls. You're not next to any, so we can't flip you over. You wanted to be next to at least 2 fruits. You are, so we can flip you over. And you wanted to be next to 2 blues at least, which you are. We can flip you over. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but we've done some. Don't roll a 1 or a 2. Oh, come on, mate. What's that all about? Right, okay, so this goes away. This moves along, this moves along, this moves along, and this goes here. Okay. Now I could discard, but I don't think I necessarily want to. I've got 1 salt, so I could put you here. You wanted to, so I can't achieve, this is what I'm saying, like having an X here to just know that you've blown this, you can't achieve it would be good. I guess I take you, I should have 4 cards. I put you down already. Okay, I think that's me done. I can't achieve you. You wanted to be next to skulls, we don't have any. I can't achieve you. You're the only one we're aiming for still. Hold on, Jarvis has just been, so now I've got to draw a card, right? I can't take you even though I want to. You don't want to be next to any skull, so that doesn't feel wise. You want to be next to 2 oranges, so I could take you, and the marigold goes off you and goes on here. And then, I think we're just going to place you down. How many purples we got? Not many. In fact, we need purples out. What have we got? We've got green, blue, orange, pink. We're just missing the purple, which we've got here. Okay, let's take you. I'm going to place you over here. This means we're not going to achieve this one, right? But we're going to place you here. When I do, I could fill up this slot. I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to use our last marigold to do it. Okay, that's us done. Jarvis's go. You're the wrong way around. Hold on. A 5 for Jarvis. So you go. The salty dude goes. Great. And then we roll again. And number 4 goes, so you go, which means you get a marigold, you get a marigold, and you get another marigold. You slide down, you go here, you slide down, and we place a new one out here. Okay, plus 2 skulls and 2 water. We could absolutely do with that. I'm not going to be able to pick it up. Okay, I could discard. I could also pick you up, which is going to give us some marigolds. Okay, I'm going to take you. I don't have to play you, right? But interestingly, you could probably score for us. That gives us 3 marigolds. Now, what if we spent one of them to pick you up? Okay. Now we've got to place somebody. I definitely need the purple person out. So I'm going to play you, and I'm going to put you here. I can put you here, I guess. I'm going to put you here, and I'll place my token here. We're not going to be able to do the salt. We blew that one. But I can get our last orange dude out here. He doesn't want to be next to skulls or fruit, and he's not going to be. Plus, she wants to be next to 2 oranges, which he will be, and that will be great for us. So we move you along. I needed to put my marigold here, right? I wonder, I don't think I spent a marigold when I put this person out. I'm going to discard one just in case I missed it. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, we turn you over. Some more salt. And we grab one of these. It is 4 pinkies. Okay, Jarvis is rolling. Got a 3, so you go. We put a marigold on you. You slide along, and we turn you over. Okay. It's our go. We've got 1 space left, and we can only play our orange person here, so we may as well take the marigolds. And we place you down here. Then we're going to place you over here. Do we want another thing? How many greens have we got? 1. How many pinks and purples have we got? We've got 1 purple and a load of pinks. How many pinks? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to spend a marigold to pick you up. Okay, I am going to replenish. I don't really need to. It's the last turn. You go here. And we'll take one of these out and we'll place that there. That goes in here. When I place you down, I can place a candle down. I can't put any more marigolds or anything. That is the end of that. Let's just see who else scores. So you wanted to be next to 2 salts, you're next to no salts. You wanted to be next to 2 salts, you're next to no salts. You didn't achieve. You wanted to be next to salt and purples, you're not. You wanted to be next to 2 oranges, which you are. And you wanted to be next to no fruit and no skulls. Oh, you're next to a skull. So we don't score this dude in the double points. But that is us done. That is us all complete. I didn't even see that. I couldn't have done anything differently anyway, but okay. Now we get to score. So scoring is pretty I say it's pretty straightforward. We'll bring up the final scoring rules. But scoring is pretty straightforward. Here's the scoring. So first off, we look to see if we can flip anything else over. Let's have a look at our candles. So we have done this, right? We've got a blue, an orange, a pink, a green, and a purple. So we can flip this candle over. We needed 4 marigolds on the board. We've done it. We can flip this over. We needed 4 pinks. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can flip this over. We needed 3 on our board. We've got 3 on our board. We can flip this over. We need 2 oranges and 2 blues. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we can flip this over. And you know what? This has gone relatively well. We needed +2 skulls and +2 waters. 1, 2, and 1, 2. We can flip all of our candles over. That's huge. Right. So what we're going to do is the first thing is each unlit portrait and candle scores you 0 points. So I can go through and say, this one in this top left is going to be worth 0 points. This one in this top right is going to be worth 0 points. These 2 here are going to be worth 0 points. This one, and this one, all going to be worth 0 points. Not ideal. Next, each lit portrait scores 2 points per adjacent lit portrait and 1 point per adjacent unlit portrait. So let's start with you. You are in a gold space. You're going to be worth double. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points doubled because you're in a gold space to 10. Then let's come down here. We work on you. You are next to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you get 9 points. Let's just check that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you're in a double space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doubled is 12. Then down here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then over here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then we have each marigold scores 1 point per adjacent lit portraits and 0 for unlit portraits. We have 1, 2, 3 for this one. We have 1 for this one. And we have 1 for this one. And then up here we have 1 for that one. and 1, 2 for that one. Okay, and then candles. Each lit candle scores 2 points per adjacent lit portrait and 0 for unlit portrait. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, we've got nothing in this one. And over here, we've got next to 1, we get 2. Okay, up here, we've got 4 points. Over here, we've got 4 points. And over here, we've got 0 points. Okay, now we add this up. So up here, we've got 10. Here, we've got 4, 8, 10, 11. Here, we've got 12 plus 9 is 21. Down here, we've got 2, 3, 4, 8, 11, 15. And then here, we've got 10. Okay, so 25, 46, 57, 67. Oh man, we suck. We absolutely suck. How are we meant to get all of the points? How are we meant to get all of the points? Oh dear, what a mess. You need a lot of practice before the next Day of the Dead. And this is Ofrenda. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a fun little game. I will say, it's pretty simple once you know it. Some of the iconography, some of the things, it's a little bit difficult to piece together. It absolutely is a bit of a brain burner when you're looking at placing these. Did I miss any double points? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double to 10. You are in a double space, but you didn't score, and I think that's huge. And then over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we doubled you to 12. There you go. If we had an empty slot, let's say one of these was empty, we can continue to score it, even though it's empty adjacent. That final scoring ignores empty slots. So as long as let's say we hadn't filled this one in, but we had salt here and here, this one would score. We'd flip it over, even though this is empty. But I think that's everything. This is Ofrenda. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back. We'll play some more of this. This is the highest score I've got so far, but we haven't done very well. I'm also going to put up a 2-player game so you can kind of see that trade-off. But the solo player is essentially the 2-player game, but we're not placing things on the board. It's really easy. If you're looking for a simple solo game to run, I couldn't recommend this highly enough. It's a fun little game. It's a bit of a brain burner, but really, really good.